Ready to rock on this one. Let's go with some no Hudski. Let's see some black and white magic. Let's see some big autos. All right. Let's start it off right here. Austin Hooper, Jalen Smith, Deebo Samuel, a Disco Brilliance, Jarvis Landry, and a Bryan Edwards base. Sure like seeing Bryan Edwards a lot more than I used to based on what I saw towards the end of the season. Landry is going to Nick, and the Edwards is going to Matt. Again, if you're new to BreakTraders, check out BreakTraders.com. Tons of stuff up there. Anything that fills tonight, breaks tonight. Paris Campbell, Drew Lock, Brian Burns, a Jelani Tavai Disco, and a Julian Blackmon RC for the Colts. The Tavai is going to Joey, and the Blackmon is going to Trey. Get some fire going. Lots of Optic and no Huddle, and we got some Limited coming up for the first time. Mark Andrews, Zach Ertz, KJ Wright, a blue Cole Kmet RC out of 79. Kmet for Josh. Look at that. Zach Bond base for the Saints and for Dougie Fresh. Awesome, Komet. I love the blue. Man, do I love the blue. Miles Jack, Teron Matthew, Tom Brady base, a J.J. Watt disco. Brady's going to Andrew. J.J. Watt disco is going to Dougie Fresh, and the Michael Warren for the Eagles is going to Mike. Mike to Mike. Baker Mayfield, Zeke Elliott, Kenny Clark, a Willie Gay Jr. Disco RC for the Chiefs and for Chad, followed by a JaMychal Hasty base for the Niners and for Ryan. Phenomenal. All right, Joe, your wish is granted, my friend. Kalen Ballage, Javon Curse, Patrick Peterson, we got a red. Kenneth Murray, red RC out of 50 for the Chargers, and Jeremy. Julian Aquara base for Detroit, and Joey. Marlon Mack, Jonathan Allen, Zadarius Smith, Aaron Donald, Unstoppable Disco, and a Nate Stanley base for the Vikings and for Mike. It's not a bad idea, Pac-Man. Not a bad idea, although there's far more movies than TV shows. I feel like TV shows are like an easy target. I'd have to be... Not to mention you have so many different episodes and so many different things going on, I'd have to be quite obscure. Justin Tucker, Mike Williams, I think we might have an auto. Byron Murphy. We've got Jordan Love. I think we've got a disco auto. Most definitely. with the boom booms. Oh, yes. Jordan Love. Do not tell me. Steven, do not tell me. Do not tell me who has the Packers, Steven. Just don't. This is so insane. I have never, ever seen a run like this, ever, from any of our fantastic members. Haley, there was some with the mag for the J-Love. I don't want to say disappointment or frustration. Swift base for Joey, but there was some discouraged BT members during the happy hour on Wednesday because Haley was just crushing. Right, that is insane. It's not just like, although she does have, Washington in this one as well. Devin Singletary, Marvin Jones, Calvin Ridley. We got another red. Deion Jones for Atlanta, followed by an Okwebunam base. Atlanta is Nick. Okwebunam. Denver, Pete. Halfway through break number 3, 5, 7. Big night ahead of us. Josh Allen, Kenny Galladay, Disco, Devontae Parker, Brilliance, Disco, Lockdown, Darius Leonard, and a KJ Hamler base for Pete. A little more exciting than the Okwebunam, at least at this point in time. It's very well said, Steven. Well said indeed. Devontae Parker, Leighton Vander Esch, Kenyon Drake, another red. What do we got? Joe Thomas and a Henry Ruggs base. Joe Thomas out of 50 for Nick in Cleveland, Hall of Famer. Henry Ruggs for the Raid, and Matt, who got the Bryan Edwards right out of the gate. Deontay Johnson, Noah Fant, Julio Jones. We've got a Disco Champ Bailey Hall of Famer and a Willie Gay Jr. base. For the Chiefs, Champ Bailey headed to Pete, who's getting hot with Denver right now. And the Willie Gay Jr. is going out to Chad. Again, best card in your personal collection posted on the BT Discord for a dual jersey Michael Pittman shot. I'm going to be picking the best card, but again, if you get second or third, I'm going to be pulling packs for second and third place in terms of the best PC cards. Ted Bruschi, Carson Wentz. We got an emergent Chenault. Disco Chenault, a George Kittle all-out disco for Ryan. The Chenault is going to Steve the Spurge and Thaddeus Moss for Haley. Base. Yeah, post. I mean, anytime you want to post your best in the PC, it's in the Big Hits channel on the Discord. There's a bunch already posted there, including the Pittman that we'll be giving away. T.Y. Hilton, Roquan Smith, Jimmy Garoppolo. We've got a Charles Woodson blue out of 79 and a Quez Watkins base. Charles Woodson, another Raiders hit for Matt and the Quez. Going to Trevor. We We've got 4 more packs to go in this no huddle. TJ Watt, Alshon Jeffrey, Matt Ryan, and Emergent Disco Michael Pittman Jr. for Trey. And a Donovan Peoples-Jones base. That Michael Pittman going to Trey. Peoples-Jones going to Nick. We've had some Cleveland hits in this one. 3 more packs to go. Not exactly our toastiest box, but a Jordan Love monster hit nonetheless. Sam Darnold to Chris Jones. We've got a Fireworks Jalen Smith. And a black and white Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, black and white, baby. Giving the boom booms to Pete. Nice hit there. We've got a Rager base to follow that up for Trevor. Jalen Smith is headed to Erica. 2 packs left. Phillip Rivers, Ryan Kerrigan, Marshawn Lattimore, Joe Mixon blue out of 79, and a Jeff Gladney base. The Mixie is going to Drew, and the Gladney is going to Mike. 1 more pack to go in this one. Uno mas. Marlon Humphrey, Keenan Allen, Darnell Savage, a Hype Cooper Kupp, and a Pirine base. Cooper Kupp is headed to Rick. And the Pirine is headed out to Matt. We'll run this one down. Appreciate anybody that grabbed a spot in this break. Again, there's a bunch more product up on BreakTraders.com. Cooper Kupp Disco Hype. Pirine base RC. Gladney base. Joe Mixon blue out of 79. Rager base. Donovan Peoples-Jones base. Charles Woodson blue out of 79. Henry Ruggs base. Joe Thomas red out of 50. KJ Hamler base. Deion Jones red out of 50. DeAndre Swift base. Julian Aquara base. Willie Gay Jr. Disco RC. JJ Watt Disco, and a Brian Edwards base RC. And some of our heavier hits. Champ Bailey Disco. Kenneth Murray red Disco RC out of 50. Chenault Emergent Disco. Pittman Emergent Disco. Cole Kmet blue Disco out of 79. Jerry Jeudy black and white. And the Jordan Love auto